Hey guys, so in this video, it's a longer video, we're gonna build this chicken coop behind me. If you're here to watch and enjoy, go ahead. If you're here to get some ideas for your chicken coop or maybe figure out how to build this with some very basic tools, feel free to skip around and find the part that would help you, you know? I think everyone needs a chicken coop in their backyard. This particular chicken coop is 6 by 10. It cost us in total around 1,100 bucks. That's going to Home Depot and buying everything. So if you can source it somewhere else cheaper, then heck yeah. But we're gonna show you how to do this and enjoy. So first off, what we're gonna go over is what we're gonna use to build this, because we're gonna keep it simple so that pretty much anyone should be able to have these tools if you're a little bit handy. So we've got some clamps, just in case we need them. We got some squares, got to have a hammer, love taps, caulk gun. My gun is the big one, but if you got the little one, it's okay, it'll work. Basic skill saw, nothing fancy. We got our drill, impact that we're gonna use for the screws. If you don't have a measuring tape, you probably shouldn't be doing this project. And the sandpaper attached to a 1x4, we're going to use this, some sandpaper, right? And then we do have a chop saw. This is going to be convenience. We're going to try to do everything with the skill saw so we can show y'all that basic tools, little info, we got this. And then bring your OSHA equipment, you know, your PEP. But those are going to be our tools that we're going to use for pretty much, I don't think we should need anything else. So with that, the one other thing that you do need, okay, is today we have a helper. We have Mr. Steven here. So the first thing that we have to do, of course, is get Mr. Steven in his uniform, right? So Steven, your uniform, I got you one. It's over on the trailer. Let's go put that on. It's on the trailer.
Which trailer?
That trailer.
Oh God.
All right. While he's doing that, we did do a little prep work. This is going to be our runners, the bottom, okay? And what we've done, trying to make this clear, we'll start down here. We've notched them. This is a 12-foot 4x4 that's been notched. It's 3.5 inches wide. It's 3/4 of an inch deep, okay? So we've come in, we put a notch here, all right? Your next measurement is 32.5 inches from inside to inside. This is going to be where our door's at, okay? So then we have another notch. We have 32.5 inches inside to inside, okay? Then our last one from inside to inside is 41 inches. Now 41 inches plus 3.5 plus 3.5 is going to give us 48. 48, that's plywood, right? So that's going to become important. So we've got two of these going that we've notched beforehand, and we are going to set them up. So we're going to make two of these. This will be our left and our right side for our coop walls. Okay? All right, cool. Now, Steven, you get your uniform on? Oh, yep. Busy Acre Homestead uniform. You like it?
It's comfortable.
It breathes, right?
Yeah.
Got the movement? Yeah, show off the guns. All right. So then what we're going to do here, got our 4x4. We have Mr. Steven here. So the first thing that we have to do, of course, is get Mr. Steven in his uniform, right? So Steven, your uniform, I got you one. It's over on the trailer. Let's go put that on. It's on the trailer.
Which trailer?
That trailer.
Oh God.
All right. While he's doing that, we did do a little prep work. This is going to be our runners, the bottom, okay? And what we've done, trying to make this clear, we'll start down here. We've notched them. This is a 12-foot 4x4 that's been notched. It's 3.5 inches wide. It's 3/4 of an inch deep, okay? So we've come in, we put a notch here, all right? Your next measurement is 32.5 inches from inside to inside. This is going to be where our door's at. Okay. So then we have another notch. We have 32.5 inches inside to inside. Okay. Then our last one from inside to inside is 41 inches. Now 41 inches plus 3.5 plus 3.5 is going to give us 48. 48, that's plywood, right? So that's going to become important. So we've got two of these going that we've notched beforehand, and we are going to set them up. So we're going to make two of these. This will be our left and our right side for our coop walls. Okay. All right, cool. Mr. Steven, you get your uniform on? Oh, yep. Busy Acre Homestead uniform. You like it?
It's comfortable.
It breathes, right?
Yeah.
Got the movement? Yeah, show off the guns. We have Mr. Steven here. So the first thing that we have to do, of course, is get Mr. Steven in his uniform, right? So Steven, your uniform, I got you one. It's over on the trailer. Let's go put that on. It's on the trailer.
Which trailer?
That trailer.
Oh God.
All right. While he's doing that, we did do a little prep work. This is going to be our runners, the bottom, okay? And what we've done, trying to make this clear, we'll start down here. We've notched them. This is a 12-foot 4x4 that's been notched. It's 3.5 inches wide. It's 3/4 of an inch deep, okay? So we've come in, we put a notch here, all right? Your next measurement is 32.5 inches from inside to inside. This is going to be where our door's at, okay? So then we have another notch. We have 32.5 inches inside to inside, okay? Then our last one from inside to inside is 41 inches. Now 41 inches plus 3.5 plus 3.5 is going to give us 48. 48, that's plywood, right? So that's going to become important. So we've got two of these going that we've notched beforehand, and we are going to set them up. So we're going to make two of these. This will be our left and our right side for our coop walls. Okay. All right, cool. Mr. Steven, you get your uniform on? Oh, yep. Busy Acre Homestead uniform. You like it?
It's comfortable.
It breathes, right?
Yeah.
Got the movement? Yeah, show off the guns. We're gonna notch some 2x4s to go in there. That way they'll go together like Lincoln logs. And we're gonna cut our 2x4 6.5 inches from one end, not 6.5, 6 foot 6 inches. And this is going to give us the height of the wall, right? You see what I'm saying? All right. And we're going to glue and screw those into place. So we're going to get those going real quick. So Mr. Steven, we need that at 6 foot 6 inches from one side.
We're using the 6-inch saw instead of the chop saw.
Well, no, what we're going to do is, here's your tape measure.
Got a pencil.
Oh, was it on the table? I mean, dang. I didn't put it in the equipment list, so we can't use it now.
Yeah, good enough.
Yeah. All right. So we put our mark, square it off, boom. All right. And we're just gonna whack that with the skill saw.
Are we plugged
because nope, got it. We need the pixies. But and then we'll make that happen, and we need 8 of these boards. So we'll be right back. Did you get them cut, Steven?
Yes.
All right, excellent. Okay, so guys, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin this so the notches are up. Steven, show the nice people how you put your wood in the hole. That's a tight fit. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through and put all these. All right. This is gonna be the inside of the coop. That's part of notching it. Now we have a flush face to go for the netting later. Ah, it's important. Get the caulk gun. Yep. We got our construction adhesive. We're gonna put a nice glob in there. All right, nice. Then we're gonna put the wood in, and we're gonna put three 3-inch construction screws to tighten that down while the glue dries. Yeah, there you go. Like, square wood, lots of nice glue, and give me 3 uniform, make them pretty. Nice little triangle shape or something. All right.
I'll build you a star.
Man, that fits nice. Tap it down a little.
Yep, just a little bit.
Tap, 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 tap. Good. Set.
Nice and square.
Might have to do it over. I think the shadow may have manipulated the light. I don't know if we got a good shot. I'm kidding, bro. Don't take those out. Good gravy. So, the next part, our chicken coop's 10 foot long by 6 foot wide. And so for our top plate, we've got some 10 foot 2x4s. Okay? So if you're following, if you're trying to do this on your own, we went over the measurements. We notched. Those are 6 foot 6 from one end to the top. And then we just got a 10 foot 2x4. And that's going to become our header. Now we're going to put it on like a normal header. We're not going to try to like flip it on the side. We're just going to let it be. You'll see.
There we go. 2 nice completed walls.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go. Now you might be wondering why I'm making Steven do all this. Well, I had to design it. And so he's here to build it. And then we're
voluntold.
Yep. So we're gonna build one, and to show y'all if y'all want to build yours, but then we're gonna try to sell this one on Facebook and see if anyone like takes it. Maybe this is the start of a big business. Anyways, I'm not being mean. I'm teaching, coaching,
Nice.
instilling the wisdom.
Nice.
So we got our 2 walls standing up now. Okay. We made sure to pull a tape from outside of that stud to outside of the other stud is 6 feet. Okay, he's gonna show us. Oh, look at that. Thank you, Cindy. Next time you'll have a sparkly dress that I'll get you. So
Can it be with
6 feet.
sequins?
Yeah, oh, definitely. Definitely,
Pink.
lots of sequins. Maybe like a mermaid theme. But we got some temporary X bracing just to keep us, yeah. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much, Cindy. And 6 foot on here. So, not perfectly square, not perfectly level, but close enough so that we can move on to the next step. So you see, this is what we got now. I mean, it's coming. It's coming. It's not bad. Not bad. Okay. So, what do you want to do next?
Top support to make it.
Okay.
Want to do the trusses next?
I mean, yes and no. I agree, but I completely don't. So what we're going to do now, guys, is our chicken coop box here. This is where the chicken goes. Yeah, good job, Steven. So this is a 4x6 area. So we're gonna add some blocking here across the top and getting ready for the coop build. And then this is over here will be the run. So we were hemming, hawing, thinking, scratching our head. We had to run to Home Depot to get some more 2x4s. Don't worry, we'll have a complete list of what's needed to build this at the end. But we had to go get some 2x4s. But in the meantime, y'all, it's Mr. Pierre. Pierre the bear. That's what he wants. He's like not a ferocious bear, like a teddy bear. Don't
I look all nice and cuddly?
Yeah, give me a pose. Give me a pose. Ah!
Wingspan, baby.
All right. So Pierre's here. Yeah, thank you. A little bit rude. All right. So we're gonna hand the camera off to Pierre, and Pierre's gonna play cameraman for us, and we're gonna keep at it. So what we're doing here, guys, is we're building the floor of the coop real quick. Getting it all framed out, tied in. This will be the floor. The chickens will be able to go underneath, but we need to get that framed out so we can get our plywood in, and then we're gonna go from there. So that's what we're working on.
Come on, use that teamwork. Make that dream work.
Dang.
What's wrong? You stuck, Skip? Jared, you can do it. I believe in you. Get that wood down.
Did you see the bucket video I posted?
Not recently. I haven't been on
All
to
right.
look at it yet. It's got, was it the mixture you made?
No, I literally did a video about how I'm a bucket snob. Of like 5-gallon buckets, which ones to use, which ones suck, which ones. It's a very weird video. It's something
Was it recent?
Yeah, I posted it Wednesday.
Oh, okay. I wonder if I got the alert for it. Subscribe so you can see the bucket video.
Huh? He says subscribe so you see the bucket video. Yes, listen to Skipper whine about buckets. It just goes to show that you don't understand, okay? You don't get it.
He's not a bucket man yet.
Yeah. I haven't gotten the homestead life yet. I'm working on it. Gotta get the home
You
first.
got the right shirt going now.
I need to get the home.
So guys, we've kind of figured this out. Floor of the chicken coop here is what we're doing. And I want you to be able to build this on your own. So share the measurements and everything. From here, our chicken coop is 6 foot from outside to outside of these studs, okay? So what we've done now is we've gotten our measurement, 5'9", okay? 5'9" here, and also this one is 5'9", and we've tied them together. We've come down 4 feet from this point. Here to the bottom is 4 foot, because we're gonna take our siding, which is 4x8, cut it in half, 4 foot, right? So we don't want this hanging down or being too short. So put these across, all right? Then we screwed our bracing in to go across here. It's about roughly 45 inches. So we have 45, 45, and then one more beam through the middle here to provide support in the middle, and that's 66.
Okay. Got it.
It's about 24 inches on center, okay? So it's a little wide, but it's just chickens that are gonna be in here. So here, now what we're doing is we're gonna cut a piece of wood to go from here to here, and what that does is it brings our nailing surface flush. So that way when we go to put this outside sheathing on, it's gonna go, and we need to fill that gap just so we can tack onto it with our outside sheathing. That's what that's for. And then we're gonna continue with some walls and everything next. We're gonna get the floor put in. And the floor, I think, is it's like 1/2-inch plywood that we're about to drop down in here in just a minute. But that's where we're at. Those are the measurements. If you're following along to build yours, then follow along. they didn't need to be this tight.
Let me shave a little bit off.
Yeah, yeah, shave a 1/4 inch off real quick.
That's why you try to measure twice.
I mean, it's not structural.
Unless it needs to be.
Voila. Now here's the fun part.
It'll hold you. Hop on.
Oh no, I know it'll hold. I mean the measuring. Hair shy of 48.
Why is it 69? Where are you measuring to?
Inside to inside.
Inside to inside. What about that side? Because if we're gonna put wood chips in here for the chicken bedding, we don't want to have it like lipped and everything.
So we're gonna notch it out for all that? All the way around this?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
4 notches. 4 notches.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm just a helper, man.
We're gonna build a good quality coop. All right. We want to show them a good quality coop. All right.
There's 6 1/4 here. Just under 6.
What's just under 6?
8.
An 8? Okay. And what's this? It should be 6 foot, right?
Just touch over, but yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Silicone in the corners. See what up?
Yeah.
This way. Correct.
Bring me the skill saw, please.
You got a jigsaw too?
I mean, I have a jigsaw, but dude, remember, this is supposed to be built with basic tools, all right? All right? I'm not trying to run a CNC machine here. Steven, do you have the skills for a skill saw?
Yes.
All right.
Some men really just like measuring their wood.
Describe my wood.
Okay.
Do you see, I put the wood down and then rub the pencil on it.
Ah.
It gets a better fit.
Okay.
And actually, you know what? Measuring versus scribing every time. Sorry, it's more accurate. So now we got our 4x6 piece of plywood cut, got it notched for our studs so it can go around, and we're ready to put it in. Before you put it in, if you're following along, we have this piece here. When we cover it, you're gonna lose track of it. Make sure to take your pencil and put a mark on the outside. That way, when we drop this and cover it, you can run your straight edge and you know exactly where to put your screws. Over here, that's the edge, but you don't want to guess. You want to find the center because it's just good practice.
Well, every time I lay a floor, I always put it down.
I am happy with that.
How many bits you putting in? Or how many are you putting in?
I don't know, honestly. I do about every 12 inches or so. Guesstimate.
Flush.
Yes, the master.
Quit messing it up. I'll quit yelling at you.
It's flush. About every 12 inches or so.
Yeah.
As you can see, they're really bearing down because they've noticed sometimes they had a couple of screws loose.
To be fair, you kind of have to have a screw or two loose to hang out, Mr. Skipper. 250 pounds.
Oh.
Ain't no problem holding me. It can hold a couple chickens.
All right, so now we need to get our top pieces cut so we can build our outside wall.
We're doing flat or are we doing vertical?
Let's do the same thing we did down here.
Okay.
Kind of just toenail through this guy, or just even if we just put one screw. The plywood, the siding is going to add the shear strength. So the same thing that we cut for these bottom ones, make them so for the top ones.
As you can see, Steven is excited to get to measure again.
He forgot the number. If you would have watched the YouTube video.
Just like to make sure we're nice and square. Yeah, see? Because
whoa. It'll
69.
Maybe so. 69? That's right. It's a good number. Make it a good number. And we need 2 of them, please. Please and thank you.
I was a mechanic. Put my tool down. See?
That's why car repairs are so expensive. You spend 6 hours looking for your 10mm.
Dude, that thing's got
Afraid
feet.
to lose it.
That thing has feet.
So in case the people at home want to know, where'd you pick up the not lose my pencil?
Well, that's Home Depot special, wrapped in pink electric tape for not losing it special.
Good descender.
Good?
Yep.
All right. Rinse and repeat on the other side.
Rinse and repeat.
Got it?
Yep. Good.
And you see how well they're communicating?
You talk so good. Use our words.
Okay, so we're gonna make the coop box on this side. So this side, we're just gonna throw in one support going up, and then we're add blocking in between, again, to have something to nail to. Does that make sense? Kinda?
Yep.
All right, make it so. Make it so, make it so. Where's the room always gone?
44 and an 8.
How much you measure to?
44 and 1/8. 18 there. See, we're a little bit off down here, so bump the top over. 18 and a half. 18 and a half.
There you go.
3/4. Nice and square. Okay.
Somebody new. Explain how you did that.
Toe screwing.
Yep.
So the easiest way to do a toe screw, in my opinion, would be to get it just started nice and straight.
You said a what?
A toe screw.
Toe?
So instead of trying to just go straight in at your angle, I get it in probably about a good 1/8 to 1/4 inch in, and then you can, there's enough give in the wood to bend the screw up. So that way, because it's not long enough, as you can see, to go all the way through. So what you're doing is putting it in an angle to give it something to bite to make sure it stays nice and sturdy.
So we put our siding up now. This is one of our 4-foot pieces of siding, okay? We put some blocking here, just to nail to. Brace here, nail to, right? And then on the outside, screwed, nailed, good to go. Okay? So you can see like our plywood butts up to this piece, but doesn't go above it. So we need something to nail to. That's why we just put the blocking in, just to catch the siding and add some shear value and everything. That way, I mean, hurricane, tornado, I mean, if a tornado comes, you duck under this thing and you're probably good. Thank you, Steven.
You're welcome.
But we got the ratchet strap just because we're not sitting on level, flat pavement. And when we put it up, we wanted the seam to be uniform over here. And so we put the ratchet strap because it needed to go that way a little bit. So we tacked it on the outside here and over there, and then we strapped it, tightened it until this reveal was uniform. See it? Look at it being all pretty.
Look at them fancy words.
Yeah.
And this is the part in the video where you just add some sparkles and that little diddy sound.
Sparkles. Yeah, that thing.
Lady glitter sparkles.
And so now we're working our way around. This was the super easy side. That side's pretty easy because all it gets is... You good? All right. Good. That side only gets a chicken door, which will go about meow. Yeah, right there. Where the chicken is. This is a big chicken. You're a big chicken. And the rest is solid. This side will be a little more complicated because we have the nest box, and this side will be our doors out for access. So this is the most complicated side. So, well, we got this going on now. And we got that goober doing something. Did you cut the other 2x4?
I did not yet.
Why not?
Making sure.
Okay, cut me 2 of them. One for the corner, so we can get a good nail, and one for the middle, so we can get a good screw.
You choking there, buddy, talking about being nailed and screwed?
Well, maybe. I mean, yeah. I mean, don't ask about my cup. Y'all want to see my cup? I love this cup. Rules are for the strict adherence of fools and the guidance of wise men. Don't ask which side of that teeter-totter I'm on.
And as you're going along and watching the video, don't be afraid to ask questions. Busy Acre Homesteader will definitely answer them for you.
Possibly. Kinda.
He'll definitely answer them for you. Otherwise, he's going to see me with being a smartass. You gotta have fun with it.
Yeah, maybe we send all this video footage to your buddy at work.
For those of you, he's in the military right now. Yeah, it's not. He hasn't answered my call in a while.
Oh, well. When you make the call and it doesn't get answered, that kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Malcolm the athlete, I'm talking about you.
Call out on a huge YouTube channel like ours. I mean, he must be very embarrassed.
Video shout out.
Because where's 24? Should be
Right in the middle of that.
Yeah. Okay. Now remember, this is the part of the measurements. This piece is the backside. It's 1 panel wide. It's 1.5 panels. Well, it's 1 panel long, 1.5 panels wide. So your drop piece will be important in just a little bit. So cut it right down the seam, right down the middle. Make it happen, Captain.
That's my skill saw skills. One in the top right there.
You get the one. You get the top. You pay attention to the top. I'm
Yep.
good.
I'm good.
And then a 1x trim for the, oh yeah, got a little squirrely on me there, didn't it?
That's all right. 1x4.
I have a question for you, Skip.
Yeah. Trust the process, but go ahead.
How we know how are we gonna cut out the hole? Are we gonna use a Dremel or what?
I'm gonna cut it out how I'm gonna cut it out. It's called a skill saw.
Just curiosity.
Right. Apparently my skill is better than your skill. I got no worries about cutting that door out.
I'm just curious. That was it.
It's a problem for future us.
Probably.
Let them worry about it.
I heard you have like a 9-star rating on your with the mug on your Facebook Marketplace. I'm like, you got it.
Do you know who gave me a 1-star?
Who?
That trailer?
That was not happy that I wouldn't deliver something that was baby oriented for free to the ghetto on the west side.
Isn't that crazy? Like, is it free? Can you deliver it? Let's do the rafters. Let's get some rafters going.
Want to do the rafters or do you want to do the top of the chicken door?
Oh man, the chicken door can wait, man. That's small stuff. Requires more neurons than I got right now. Let's do rafters. So, next step, guys. We took a 2x4 by 8 foot long and we cut it at an angle. And have 2 of these, right? So what angle? On this coop, we're doing a 4/12 pitch. For every 12 inches over it goes up 4 inches, okay? So what I wanna show you is, for our carpenter square, we're at 4 inches here. We're at 12 inches down here. You good?
Yep.
All right. And you can see that we drew a line, and that line becomes our angle. Oh, it's amazing. Now,
I was just trying to remember how to use the speed square to do this.
yeah, I think it needs to go this way. With a speed square, you would find it and you would go, you'd look here and you'd put that mark at 4. And then you can see, like, it's amazing. There it is. So that, if you go off of this, the common 4, that's a 4/12, okay? I don't know the exact angle of the dangle of this cut. What I do know is whatever it is a 4/12. And we cut each 2x4 by 8 on this line. So, what that leaves us with is, this was a 2x4 by 8. We cut it, and we started to measure, so that way they were both the same when we cut them. So we get 2 rafters, 2 sides out of 1. So then what you do, yep, there you go, flip it over, you butt it together, and now this is our 4/12 pitch roof. That's what we're going with. It's not a super steep one, but it's a good pitch, especially for a chicken coop. So,
An area where you don't have to worry about snow load.
Correct.
it's only 6 feet wide, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to interject? You want to talk about snow loads on my 4/12 chicken coop?
Hey, you don't know if you're...
All right. I know. So, we've got our 4/12 pitch. Each side is a little over 4 foot because the angle, right? So then, take this and we'll be back, because the gusset that's going to kind of glue this together is made out of the rest of this one piece of plywood. So we cut them into rectangles like this, and then you can kind of eyeball it if you're not ready to measure, but then you trace the line, cut those lines out, so you get something like this. Gusset, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna build all the rafters real quick. We're gonna butt these. You know what? We're doing live. Come on. Get my, get the glue. Get the glue.
Got it.
All right. Nice. Okay. For this chicken coop, we need 6 of these. 6 of them. That's what we're doing. So you need 6 2x4x8s, and that'll make your 6 rafters. And we're gonna use what's left over from the floor to make the gussets. So what we're gonna do is you got the, all right, give me a bead right there.
Yeah, he knows how to handle this cock.
Apparently not.
That's what you say as he's,
Ah, damn.
oh, boy. See?
Never mind.
Way to jinx it, bro. Okay.
Don't listen to Pierre.
Yeah.
Don't listen to Pierre. Steven can't handle it. Okay. We're gonna rough eyeball this. Doesn't have to be exact.
What are you talking about? That's about average.
All right. Do it. Send it. Not too much. A little more. That's too much. Maybe a little less. Oh, you got to keep it inside the lines though.
Don't get too excited.
There you go.
Blew the wad on the first go.
Yeah, buddy. It happens to everybody.
We're gonna do a take 2.
We'll do it on the other side.
Don't be shy if it happens to you. As you can see, it happened here first.
Don't be afraid to get dirty.
Okay. So we got the glue. And we're gonna put some screws in here, but really the screws are temporary. Once the glue bonds the 2x4 to this plywood, that's gonna be stronger than any screw, nail, or bolt that you're about to put in. So, I mean, these are kind of like clamps. Kind of like clamps. Okay.
Temporarily hold the wood together while the glue dries.
Push. Send this one at an angle. I'll squeeze it all together.
Why are you sending it at an angle, Skip?
I just said to pinch it all together. See how the gap closed? See the glue squeezing out? Yeah, that's why. All right. All right. Just throw a couple more in. Squeeze the glue down. There. Look at that. Now, have a rafter. There we go.
Do that 5 more times, right?
Yeah, and what we're gonna do, for if you do anything, I don't know, 4 times or more, it's build a jig, right? Steven, can you give me those blocks over there? So we're just gonna I'll swing that right there. Okay. So what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna take these blocks and we're gonna screw them down. Here, there, there. And you'll be okay. Just a couple screws.
And you said this is a jig?
Yeah, we're making a jig. Okay. You got another one? Oh, good. One more. Okay. There. So we're gonna take this one. Now that we've got this one, we're gonna screw these blocks right next to it. Set them up like this. Okay. Yeah. This is making a jig. We're gonna take the rest of these, put them in the jig once we screw them down, so everything will be uniform. That way we can create an assembly line and create 6 of these uniform rafters. And we'll be done in just a second. By the magic of turning off the camera,
YouTube magic.
we'll be right back.
At the Busy Acre Homestead, we're not afraid to get jiggy with it.
We're done. Look at that. 6 rafters built, glued, screwed together, and we cut the bird's mouth. Okay? So let's talk about this for a minute. 412 pitch. Okay? So we got the pitch, got the gusset. Come out, we need a bird's mouth. So for our 6 foot, the way this works out is it's about 7.5 inches, I think. You see that? About 7.5 inches from the end, you start your 412 bird mouth. So the way you can do that, there's a couple different ways. I don't really like this way, but you can do it with a speed square. But the way I do it is my framing square. That's the way we did it. So that one's set at 4. This one's set at 12. We put them up against the wood. I think they're called acorns or something. But then you walk it in, and you mark it, and then you cut it out. And that's your 412 bird mouth. And for this project, if you're following along and building one at home, like I said, you come 7.5 inches in. That's where your bird mouth should start. 412 pitch.
You want to explain what bird mouth is?
No, the bird mouth is the notch.
Well, so people that don't know understand what it does.
Okay, all right, I'll buy that. This notch is the bird's mouth. It's called a bird's mouth. I don't know why it's called a bird's mouth, but it's called a bird's mouth. And so what this bird's mouth is the part that sits on top of your top plate right here. So since we're explaining what bird's mouth is, let me show you. That's a bird's mouth. Okay, so that's the angle that we just cut. Boom, boom. 7.5 inches from the end. Cut your 412. Okay, we're gonna go and screw those on. But you see how nicely it sits. And you could have done it a little shallower, let's say, but you see how it matches there. So I'm happy. It's good. It's good. Good. Is it good?
It's good.
Good. All right. We think it's good. Is it good? Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's a chicken coop after all, guys. There's houses that are not built with this tolerance, so relax. So we got our 6 rafters. It's getting late in the day. We're gonna put them on real quick. And yeah, do your little sequin dress thing. Perform, do the ta-da, wavy arms, maybe some wavy arms. Oh, there you go. Yeah, all right. Woo, spirit fingers. We turned the camera off and we kept working into the night. So there's a lot to catch you up on, but it's not a lot. But I'm gonna go through it real quick, okay? I think when we last left off yesterday, we were building the rafters, okay? As y'all can see, those rafters are now raftering, okay? So we got the notches cut, we spaced them. These are 1x4s. If you're following along, planning your build, 10-foot long 1x4s, okay? Put every 16 inches, I think, maybe 2 foot. 2 foot. Yeah, 2 foot-ish. Okay, now the metal roofing. This is 5-rib roofing. This comes from Lowe's. Home Depot sells something like it too. Okay, we just went with the galvanized because price prohibitive. Okay, but then I want to point something out. If you're building your chicken coop, don't skip on the little details because they matter. Right there, right where the ridge cap's going to go, we have our 1/2 inch galvanized hardware. Okay, that way snakes, rats, anything, they won't be able to get in there. Okay, you'll like that. Okay, another thing, if you're building your first one and you don't know what you don't know, I get it. In between each rafter we cut just a little piece. It goes from the top of here to the top of this 1x4. we kind of stapled it in place, okay? And then the roof pinches it down on the outside. But you see, rats, everything like that, the mice, they're not gonna get through there. You don't want to close these in with plywood. You want the ventilation, especially here in Florida. But you do not want to leave this big gap open because the rats and the squirrels will come in, okay? So we did that. Another thing we did is we put siding on, okay? So remember the way we built this is 4 feet, half piece of plywood, butt it up, screw it on, okay? Inside, let me take a minute and talk about this. So this is our 6-foot side. We framed out our little door that we want. That's about 12 by 12, 11 by 12, something like that. We added some studs, okay? Nothing special. And that's 1.5 sheets of plywood right there, okay? On this side, we had to get a little bit more intelligent, but I'll break it down for you. This is our 1 piece of plywood, okay? We got our nest box that goes here, and we put these 2x4s across, okay? And then drilled little holes in each corner and cut it out with the skill saw to make this hole, okay? And we did that once we actually had our chicken nest box built, which I'm going to get to that, okay? Then for this back side, see if I can back up here. All right, here we have another 6-foot side. So we took our piece that was 2 foot wide and we cut it in half. And we cut it in half. And we put some studs there and just screwed it on. This isn't even truly secured right now. There's like 2 screws. It's just for fitment purposes, okay? But now I'm going to show y'all how to build the doors for this opening in a way that I think is just super simple, super basic, and without being a cabinet maker, you can get her done. So hold on, let me get this. So I'm going to take a minute and talk about this door assembly here, okay? It's the back of our chicken coop. We don't usually get in this door, but if we need to get in and clean out, then we want a big door, right? So when we cut our pieces of plywood for this side and that side, I said it was 1 foot, right? What we did is we took our other full 4-foot plywood and cut it so it fit just barely in here. We left a little gap, all right? That gap will eventually be split between the top and the bottom, but we stuck it in there and made it fit real tight. We left a large gap here in the middle. So again, when we cut this big gap is 3/4 of an inch. It will turn into a 1/4 inch, a 1/4 inch, and a 1/4 inch, okay? Well, what this door, the way we built it to let us do it, is it's all 1 sheet of plywood right now. Y'all can, it's in there tight. It's not a door. It's a piece of plywood that looks like a door. But the plywood is square. It's got those nice straight edges that you can follow. So then what we did is we took our time and we cut these 2x4s, nice and square, butted them tight, got it looking this pretty, exactly this pretty, no more, no less. Then we had some painter sticks or construction pencils, and we used those as spacers, and we've used 1x4s, okay? So this is all one door, but here's the thing. I'm gonna cut it out, and it's gonna become a double door. So when we cut this, we're at hinges, and it'll open, okay? Then here we left this gap. We're gonna run the skill saw through that gap, okay? And this is gonna be a separate door. I'll show you later in the video, but this is where we're at. In Florida, chickens will not get hypothermia. It's just not going to happen, right? They will overheat. Ventilation on your coops. I see a lot of coops that don't have enough ventilation. They'll die. They'll die. So what this is we're going to cut this square out right along here, and we're going to have it hinge up here, okay? So this big door will have its hinges over here in case you need to get in. But this is a giant awning type door. So the hinges will go here, and this bottom will actually lift up, okay? Then, obviously there'll be a big hole here. We're gonna cover that with our mesh, our 1/2-inch mesh from earlier. Yeah, that one. So what's that's going to let us do, when we need to get in, we open the big doors. If we need to let some cool air in, or a breeze for the chickens, we can open this middle door and have like a little brace so it stays open. Ventilation is key for a Florida chicken coop. So as you can see, we got ventilation up here, we got ventilation on the side, we got ventilation all over the place. This is all glued on with construction adhesive and stapled and screwed from the back side. I got a few in the front here, but mostly from the back side, so it can be, you know, pretty, because it needs to be pretty too. Right? The other thing I want to talk about real quick is your nest box, okay? Beginners always seem to want more nest boxes than they need. Like, oh, I've got 12 chickens, I need 12 nest boxes. That's not the way it works. You go out, you open the nest box, there's gonna be 6 eggs in one nest box. Once the first chicken says this is the box for the day, all the other chickens are like, yep, I'm on board, let's do it. So what we did here for this one is we planned it out for three nest boxes, okay? And just to kind of give a little insight, if you need to pause the video, get some measurements or look, yours might be different than mine. I cut everything at a 22.5-degree angle, which I think is a 412 pitch. And you can see we got one, this is a ripped 2x4 running along the back to our frame that we built here. And then one going across the front, one going across, right? So we basically, see if I can angle it, we built this shape as our end, okay? We nailed it to our siding with glue, and that firmed everything up. So then we did the one for the opposite side, okay? So now we got our 2 ends, and then it was a simple thing of just cutting these, which these, our box is 36 inches. This is about 32 inches, okay? This piece right here. And then these 2, we also ran through the saw and cut them at an angle of about 22.5 degrees-ish. That way the lid can flop down, okay? So this was something that it took us a while to get this, thinking it through on like what pieces we had. But you can see we've got 36 inches overall. This is about 12, 13 inches tall, and the front is about 15-ish. But yours may vary. If you want to cut yours at a different slope, that's going to change things. So take this as not necessarily exact measurements, but think about yours, because you or your wife might want it to be a little deeper, or you know, you could make this 48 inches because that's how wide the wall is, but we went with 36. So then, okay, cool. That's one big nest box. Chickens don't like big nest boxes necessarily. They want to be tucked in comfy. They want to know that they're nice, safe, and secured, right? So what we did here with this one is we took some of our scrap. I know. Cut it out with the skill saw just to make a groove, a little construction adhesive, and a little scrap piece of plywood. So I put it in backwards. You could try to make them a little taller if you got a little more scrap, if you got maybe a different piece of plywood sitting around, but this is going to make the chickens comfy. And by not putting them in, when it comes time to like clean it out, if you have a broken egg or something like that, you really want to get this cleaned out, you pull these out and they're gone, right? But we've made 2 of them. Now, no. You might find that if you make a small one, all your chickens are like, yep, I like it. But you might find like, if you got bigger chickens they might like different sizes. So now we can customize it. Don't lock yourself in by putting these in permanently. Do something like this. That is ridiculously simple. Okay, boom. If you don't understand how cool it is now, build your coop, wait 2 years, and then you come back and watch the video and be like, yeah. So, that is a big part of what we did when the camera got shut off, is kind of scratching our head and figuring this out. So then this piece across the top and this piece across the bottom directly come over here. So once we made the coop, the nesting box, we came over here, lined it up, put our 2x4s here and here, secure the siding, and now our coop box with those boards across, we will screw from the inside through that 2x4, grab our nest box, through the 2x4, grab the nest box, right where the 2x4 supports are, these supports, right there and right there. And we can also go through our siding from the inside and grab these. So once that's done, this thing is going to hold like 800 chickens worth of, you know, gravity. So there's no need to worry about. But usually it's just going to hold 2 or 3. Can it hold 10 pounds? Yeah, definitely. But that's where we're at. Now, excuse me. Things to consider. You see our nest boxes up. That's on purpose. And, oh, the door's in the way. Stand by. I'll open the door. Oh. Hold door. Okay. Now we're back on the inside. You can see we're raised up over here. We're not on the ground. Okay. We're also raised up on our door. Okay. We're going to do the deep bedding method. If you don't know, look it up. People will explain it way better than I'm going to in regards to having a not smelly chicken coop. But we're going to fill this with enough shavings / mulch to actually come up pretty flush to that door. And then the way we're going to keep this secure is, I don't have it right now, you use a fence picket. Pretend it's a fence picket, okay? Okay. So you take your fence picket, boop. I'll probably redo this later with an actual fence picket. You put the fence picket around here, okay? Yeah. So now what you have is a dam that'll hold the mulch back, right? So you can do a deep bedding in here, so you're not changing your bedding all the time. Then you don't screw the fence picket, you just let the mulch push it. But then when it's time, you bring your wheelbarrow up to the edge here, you remove the fence picket, and you scrape it all out. Again, if you don't understand how nice that is, build your own and come back 2 years later and be like, yeah, that's, man, okay. But, so, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So, recoup, we got rafters installed. We got half of our roof put on. We got our 1/2-inch meshing put on some places. You gotta finish it, okay? And then we started over here, I'll show you. We started putting the meshing on our walls here. Is that gonna be, let me put you here. Yeah. So we started So as you can see, we started putting our mesh on, 1/2-inch. Started with just a stapler, one line, get it nice and straight, pull it, take your time. We only got 3 sections done because take your time, get it as tight as you can, and you'll be happy with it. If you just go willy-nilly and not take your time and pull it tight, it'll be wavy. It'll hold a chicken, but it won't be cute. this matters. And then we'll just walk it around today as part of our thing. And that's kind of where I'm at. Now you're caught up. I do want to point out, as of right now, we are still using the tools that I kind of showed off at the beginning of the video. Nothing special, nothing fancy. We've used the chop saw more than the skill saw and get some of these straight cuts. The one tool we've incorporated, there it is, a stapler. Just a stapler. You can use a hand stapler. This one is using the 1-inch staples. These are really good for tacking everything, getting it in place, but they're good enough to be permanent versus the little hand stapler one. And they're coming, we're definitely using this so on the mesh so that we can get the best result out of everything. You can do it with another stapler. These ones are better. So we did have to add this tool. I've got mine, it runs off of my compressor, but Steven, who's not here today, he noped out, he has a battery powered one. So that's been really nice to use, but he took it and went home with this toy. So I can't show you that one, but.
Hey, you want to give me air?
You're full of it.
Yeah, it doesn't work on this though.
As you can see, he got it all nice, trimmed up, lined up, all nice and pretty.
And I'm probably right there. You got a pretty mouth.
Oh, you ain't gonna understand what we're talking about. We can get
You're gonna be demonetized.
Demonetized. We're not modified anyways. Don't even give them.
Yeah. At this project so far, we've already had a butterfly and lizard try to claim it, thinking it was their sanctuary. Still got a little room to do. Steven is closing up the top portion right there. Everybody's in it to win it today, as our project leader has stated. We're gonna get it all done. For those interested in arts and crafts, we're doing a little bit of finger painting with caulk.
It's glue. It's glue.
Oh,
It's not. It's
My
a
bad.
construction adhesive.
construction adhesive finger painting. I apologize. It's the good stuff.
We're using the finger to make sure that we're evenly
Hey, you know
spread
them
and
special
dispersed.
people don't like when you just call it artsy farts crafts.
What?
It's not finger painting. It is proper spreadage.
Is that what your
It's finger painting now.
Okay, you don't have to lick it, Skip. You don't have to lick it.
See, even nature wants to try to get in on it. Not the type of glue to be testing or in your child's mouth.
This is
What?
not school quality. It's not flavored.
You want to read the OSHA warning out for YouTube or something?
I forgot. I forgot what it was. I haven't been in nursing in a while. But I mean, there was a generation that thought Tide Pods was candy, so putting that warning out there is that this type of glue is not to be consumed, no matter how pretty it looks or look like Play-Doh. Do not consume. Warning. Bad for your health. Possibly your rectum. I know. We just finished up nailing the door, the door to the door. Stapling.
I mean, it's chicken wire. It's chicken wire. It doesn't need a 10 penny nail or 16 penny nail or an 8D. Doesn't need any of that. It is holding a chicken.
I need a 30 seconds with a 3-inch washer.
Look, most chicken coops don't have these double doors. These double doors.
Yeah, most of them have that fucking.
That's what I'm calling it. Hey, demonetized.
I'm sorry. Pardon me, you too. Most of them have that.
Still learning how to edit.
Friggin'.
It's gonna take me forever to get that F-bomb out.
Oh, just go as soon as you're doing it, you go boop.
Put a sound effect.
Beep. Son of beep, 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 beep. Type Morse code like, oh. Look at that. Look how nasty it is.
That's nice. I mean,
they're bouncy.
Oh. Even trying. Flip that around. Look. Pin up. Pin up. There you go. That's good. Yeah.
Is that pin up or is that pin down?
Yeah, that was the pin. See, you had the pin down there. That's why you were wrong. Or was it? You got something to say? Say
I
it
might
louder.
get stabbed by the end of this.
You got something to say? Say it.
Oh, let me just disconnect this so I can't reach down there and start stapling me in the chest.
You think I need
See with your chest.
Come here.
Can I get a burger?
That's our mirror.
Come here. Come here.
I think the yellow screws are a nice accent piece.
You want those below it too, right? So we can...
Yep, I'm going side by side now. One underneath. There's our gap up top.
Hold. Oh, it's like war. Hold.
Hold.
Wait until you see
Fire.
the lights of their eyes.
All right, Steven, show us. Show us how awesome.
Boom.
The
Ooh.
double door.
That's one of them fancy there. chicken
Ventilation.
I'll tell you.
coops, where you could get some ventilation.
So, when we
in there.
figure out any idea for a prop,
I thought you were doing that. That was your homework project.
didn't know I had a homework. I apologize, master.
Do the honors. You ready?
Watch your head.
Open door. You shut door. Oh, let's move it. Yep. Move that. Shut door.
Oh, that's nice.
Go a little bit beyond. So
Open door. If we electrify this, you think we could kill all the flies that try to fly in a chicken coop? There's an idea
or
right
chickens.
there. Or well, maybe we need a double screen for our double door. That way, if the flies fly, it's like a bug zapper.
If you think about installing an electrical chicken wire, please do not put your children in there. It is not a daycare. Thank you.
Talk to the camera real quick. So our double door here is a Florida door, okay? All right, in Florida, it's hot. It's hot. And chickens are already hot. Not a weird fetish kind of way, but the chicken internal temperature is halfway to boiling. So you need ventilation. So what this is gonna do, our double door, we have the ventilation, yeah, but the chickens will stay in. So during the summer, you can open these. During the winter, you can close them. But regardless, the chickens will stay on the inside. And then this door here is for you. This is the you door. So you can go in and do
Clean
maintenance
out your
door.
coop.
Yes, I'll do it this time. Sequin dress. I'm not putting that in
I'm
the
going to
video.
Goodwill and finding a sequin dress.
AC sold separately.
I'm going to Goodwill and
I
finding
don't need a
sequin
dress, I need a shirt. I need you to have like a sequin
Like one of them sequin.
glitter John Elton bullshit shirt.
Get them one of them one-piece ones for like the ice skaters that are like skin tight.
Yeah.
One-piece leotard.
What you say, me?
Get you a
This is for
sparkly
you. This
leotard.
is for you. I'll get you one. Tell you what. Amazon will have it
And we'll
here
have to find
tomorrow.
a matching cowboy hat for it.
Dude, that's closing good. Let's get the other one on and see if we got the clearance right. Because remember, we only had 3/4. So. There it is. Damn it.
I'm not a homesteader,
A screw doesn't.
but
screw
I
in.
don't think a screw will screw a screw.
Oh, it's been done.
I mean, maybe put a screw through a screw, but I don't think you can screw in a screw with a screw.
I can do it. I'll find a way.
That is impressive.
Let's get me a pit of vodka.
Hey.
Hold my beer and watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. That's about what it is.
Mike, you don't believe in me? I believe in
You
me.
see all this shit built around here? You think I ain't put a screw with a screw in before? We're just gonna get it. Fuck this. We're gonna put it in the fucking hole.
Put it in the hole. Do it live.
There you go. You beat me to it.
Well, he said enough damn times around me now.
Oh, he's got you catching on.
Do like that. Fucking, what was it? Day before yesterday when I was over last? I think everything that he said was, fuck it, we're doing it live.
That was yes,
Oh yeah.
that caused the great cut it the fuck out debate. Okay. Heck yeah. Yeah, get the grinder and just grind those flat,
Purdy it up. Yeah,
and that's our gap, right?
that should be,
Yeah. I'll get the chisel. And we'll chisel that. That'll open that gap.
Alright. If your YouTube does go
platinum, super platinum.
monetized, that's gotta be your catchphrase. Do it live.
Oh, that is his catchphrase.
No, it's not. Stay busy.
That's your end. That's your end of video catchphrase. You do it live is throughout the video catchphrase. And watermelon is seasonal.
We gotta get him a hat that says do it live.
Oh, we're getting demonetized.
Why?
You're gonna have to get him one of these here plaid shirts with the sleeves out that says "Stay busy." Busy Acre Homestead.
How ironic would that be? Be like, I started buying these shirts at the Goodwill to make cheap shirts that I like, and now we're gonna spend money on custom ones
Right.
and make them $30. That don't
Nah, you could buy them cheap and then be like, "Hey, I need this printed on there," or "Hey, can somebody sew this on here?" Because we don't make mistakes at the Busy Acre Homestead. We just have happy accidents. Just touch it up right there. Just
Man, now
like
he's
that.
gonna get us for copyright infringement.
Ain't nothing happy about accidents around here. We got fairly deals here. Almost maybe need to just gotta matching the flow. Steven,
Skipper,
you built a door.
I built a door.
Tell me about your door.
Well,
Hold door.
hold door. As you can see, obviously you need to be able to get in and feed your chickens.
Well, sure.
And you don't want your door to fall apart, so
Oh, no.
went ahead
No.
and made our crosses, cross ties, and we went ahead and lap jointed them together.
You lap jointed it?
Nice flush,
Oh, yeah.
flush boards. And then for some extra rigidity, we went ahead and put these nice, beautiful corner braces in here.
Did you? Hold on. Oh. Yeah, we did do that, didn't we?
And for those of you with a keen eye,
Oh,
you'll
Keena.
notice on the back side here, got a little bit more trim on the inside. Extra support. Make sure this door never
wow.
comes apart.
And what's that do?
Just extra support, and it looks pretty.
Oh, it looks. It does
See,
look
if you
pretty.
want, you could go ahead and pre-paint these.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ties the corners together.
Okay.
Gives you a nice place to put a handle so you can get in and out of your chicken coop.
So we got half lap joints.
Half lap joints.
And then we reinforced that with Simpson strong tie stuff.
Simpson
and then
strong
we
ties.
reinforced that with some 3/8 siding.
Yes, sir.
Man.
Went ahead and put our nice little latch on there.
It's a nice latch.
Nice latch.
What's the gaps?
They're
If they're wanting to build it themselves, what's the gap they got to
well,
find? 3/8?
I'd say about 3/8. Let's see what we are here.
Okay.
Yep, right about 3/8. Gives you nice room for expansion and contraction. Sagging, if it does sag, this door won't sag.
Yeah, I don't think it will. I don't think it will. If it did, it's
nice
your
and
kid
centered in
hung
the
on
hole. Went ahead and made sure to
it. Yeah?
give ourselves some clearance, because if we went all the way up here, well, that'd be no bueno. We would be hitting our roof. We wouldn't be able to open our door.
Sure, sure.
So we made our clearance.
Uh-huh.
Went ahead and on our latch side in here, went ahead and gave ourselves a little pull handle, a little piece of string,
We did do that.
because you don't want to get locked in here.
Yeah, sure. I'm not letting you out, am I?
So gotta go ahead and just boom, little pull that,
Oh, what? Boom?
just little boom.
Boom? Boom? Hey, boom it again.
Ah, we got stuck.
Boom it again. Boom it. Boom. I'll help you out a little bit. Boop.
Nice guy, Skip.
Thank you. Free.
And here on the inside, we went ahead and finished up a little bit of trim around the building.
Oh, sure we did.
Make our chicken's entrance look nice and pretty.
Well, that's only anticipated. Sure. You know, the chickens need a nice gateway.
They need a way to get up there. You know, built this nice little ramp.
Nice little ramp. That's a nice little ramp.
And one concern most people have is, well, shoot, if I buy that, how are you going to get there without breaking it? Right here, we got a nice fancy little French cleat. I can just pop that sucker right off,
Uh-huh.
load it in the truck,
Uh-huh.
pop it right back in
Uh-huh.
when we get there.
Wah, 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 wah. Hey, it's a pretty nice ramp.
Nice ramp. 2x6.
That's why
Pressure treated.
chicken. Even a fat chicken can walk
I
up.
mean, I think I could walk up the, not going to. We don't want to test that today.
Well, I mean,
Let's see what else we did. We finished up our roofing.
sure did.
Got all our pieces on. Got our ridge cap all the way front to back.
Yeah, got our mesh.
Got our mesh buttoned all up. Ain't no critters getting in here that you don't want.
No, I don't think so.
Let's see, what else have we done since then? Oh, let's go look at the creme de la creme.
Oh, yeah. This is
We'll go to the creme and then we'll go to the creme de la creme.
okay. All right.
Got our nice, beautiful nesting box.
Well,
You know,
tell me about the nesting box.
So,
What's a nesting box?
I mean, chickens lay eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, obviously you don't want to have to crawl through the chicken hole to get your eggs. So instead of putting the box on the inside, it's right here on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
And right in here is where they're going to sit here and lay their eggs. Nice. Our roofing goes up there nice and clean. Doesn't leave any gaps. No little critters. No little water's going to be getting back there. Nice and pretty.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree. You got the
And you
you
can't
got the
have,
roof over here
can't have
hanging
no
over.
sharp edges either. So ain't going to cut yourself on this pretty roof.
No, I don't
Gonna
think
take
so.
some time for you to get it nice and smooth.
All right.
Went ahead and as you can see, we got our nice trim boards.
Sure. And those trim boards, for those of you who are building along, it's the same. It's 48 inches, same as our paneling, right?
Yes.
If it's 48 inches tall, your trim boards need to be 48 inches tall, and that's what we did. And while we were at it, we took a couple 1x4s and we trimmed the nest box. You can see that because it's pretty. Like, check that out. That is pretty. And this was just built over from the scrap of all the shopping lists and everything. And there you go. That's a nice nest box. I'd sit on it. I don't think it's falling.
Then as you come around
Oh,
over,
hey, what you got, bro?
come around over here, you know, you got to clean out your chicken box once in a
I
while.
came over here.
You don't want them all nasty laying down in that dirt.
Yeah, what you got?
Got ourselves some nice little latches right here.
Okay.
Open them up.
Okay.
Easy, plenty of room to get in there. Get all your bedding in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it.
So we got these nice doors.
Oh.
Mesh inside, let the chickens get some nice fresh air.
It's almost like we thought of
But
things.
you're saying, well, if you let it go, it's gonna fall.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Get yourself a nice little piece of 1x4.
It has a stick. What you got? What you
Little
doing with the stick?
45-degree angle on the end,
Yeah.
two ways.
What you gonna do with the stick? I'll show you.
Take your stick.
We're gonna show you.
Just set it right there.
That right there? Right there?
Boom.
Oh.
Now you say, well, your door's open. How are you gonna open it? Shh. Look at this. Look at how pretty that is.
So it's like a double door?
Double door.
Because you got a door.
Trademark. On our far end, you know, we got our mesh up there. Ain't no critters getting in there.
Well, sure. You don't want no critters in your chickens?
You don't want to go to collect your eggs and find yourself a possum or a raccoon
No.
nested up in there.
Absolutely not.
Speaking from experience, it ain't fun. I come around the end. I mean, we just.
Oh, you got more? You got more to show us?
Not much on this side. Just
All
finish
right.
up our trim a little bit more.
Oh, well, trim is cute. That's for the wives. All right.
Nice, beautiful trim. Again, roof's all nice and
Well, sure. I mean, you
down.
got
Got all of our
roof.
mesh all the way around the chicken coop, up in the top. Now got a little nesting area down here if they want to run around underneath the coop and stay cool. We got more mesh down here all the way around.
Yeah, ventilation is key. I'll agree.
And then through experience, we learned that chickens like to dig. And what happens when they dig up
Yeah.
underneath here enough, you know, your coop starts to fall. So we left our bottom brace down here a little extra so they can dig all they want. And it ain't gonna fall because it's supported right there. Both ends.
Both ends?
Both ends.
What about the other ends?
Both
Well,
sides, both ends.
Both ends? All
Both sides, both ends.
right.
All four corners. So,
Steven, what's your favorite part about this coop?
honestly, I'd say my favorite part was learning new things. You know, I've built some things in my life, but putting them little details in here, I think matters. Them double doors are pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, they're nice. Here's a thought too. If you're building along, Steven, show me this. Show me this. So, in here, guys, you notice there's no food, no water, right? That's why the door is on the one side. When we come in, which it's tall enough that we can come in, I'm 5'11" and a half. What are you?
I'm about 6'2", 6'3".
Well, I mean,
It depends on how bad my back is feeling that
or
day.
how big your boots are, the heels on your boots.
Oh, without
But-
the heels, I'm 6'2", definitely.
So we put the door on one side. What does that do? Why is it on one side? Why is it not in the middle? Because that's what everyone else does. Guys, the middle, this is where we're walking around. There's 2 full-grown men in here.
Get some buckets for demonstrations.
Up here, the rafters, that's where we can add a rope to come down to have food. Food here, water here. You can still come in, have a 4x4 area. You can feed them, water them, and back out.
For those of you that have followed along with
Oh, what
Mr.
you got?
Skipper here on Busy Acres Homestead, you know his love for these buckets.
I have a bucket fetish, yeah.
His love for these buckets.
that's
So we're
not
gonna
a-
use his favorite buckets as a
No,
demonstration.
no, Harbor Freight, that's not a good bucket. I'll
Favorite
leave it go.
buckets.
I'll leave it go.
There you go. Nice little rope coming up.
Yeah, attached to the rafters, because the rafters are solid rafters. They'll hold.
Yep. Now, if you want, if you don't know how to do it, we can throw some boards in here. We can set it all up for you, get it ready where
Well, this is my
We'll
video.
include a bucket.
Remember, my video is they're following along. They're building. So if they're building it,
Fair
what should
enough.
they do?
well, you want it right here. You can just hang it right here from the rafter. Nice rope down, nice heavy duty rope. Straight down. If you want to get a little closer to your coop, maybe throw yourself a 2x4 between these rafters.
You could. Yeah.
Bring it a little closer to the coop.
Rafters playing strong, but we need a bucket for food and a bucket for water, right?
Yep.
And when you come in, you do what you gotta do, and you get out.
Now, if you want to get fancy, you can get pretty fancy.
Oh,
Be one of the people that don't want to walk in your chicken coop to feed them. Get yourself some pipe right here. Right into your bucket.
uh-huh.
I personally like to get in with my chickens.
You like to pet your chicken?
I like to pet my chicken.
Sure. I understand. I got a favorite chicken too.
Is it your rooster? Your favorite's your rooster.
Her name's Clementine, and I love her to death. Don't shit talk my chicken.
Oh, you could even bolt
hook?
on right there. Little hook. Little hook.
Looks there. Yeah.
Food water right
The
there.
way it's built,
Trust me.
that ain't moving nowhere. Absolutely not. No, not with the
Nice and
sheathing on it.
strong.
You can put hooks on those. Hang your food from one, water from the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.